Life is not measured by how long you live, but by how effectively you use the time you have. Time is life. When you waste time, you waste life. Every single day you wake up is a gift, an opportunity to move one step closer to fulfilling the purpose for which you were created. But the greatest tragedy in life is not death. It is a life without purpose, a life wasted in fear, doubt, and excuses. Too many people go to their graves full of dreams, never realized, books never written, businesses never started, ideas never shared. Why? Because they doubted themselves, because they waited for permission from the world to be who they were created to be. Let me tell you something, the world will never give you permission to be great. You must decide for yourself that you were born with something valuable, something necessary, something the world needs. You are not a mistake. You were not born to simply exist, pay bills, and die. You were sent to this earth as an answer to a problem. Inside you is a gift, an idea, a talent, a vision that was placed there by God Himself. And the tragedy is not that people don't have potential, it is that they don't believe in what they carry. Success doesn't come from wishing, it comes from believing. Believing in yourself, believing in your vision, believing that you were designed for a purpose. Belief fuels action, and action unlocks destiny. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for approval. Stop waiting for someone to validate you. The only validation you need is the fact that you were born. That alone is proof that your life has meaning. Too many people live as if they have an unlimited supply of it. They put off their dreams. They postpone their vision. They say, one day I'll start. One day I'll become who I was created to be. But let me tell you something. Time does not wait. It moves forward with or without you. And if you do not use it wisely, you will wake up one day filled with regret, realizing that you spent years chasing things that did not matter while ignoring the things that did. Procrastination is the enemy of purpose. Every time you delay what you know you should do, you are robbing yourself of your future. Some people are waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for everything to be right before they step out in faith. But the perfect moment will never come. The conditions will never be ideal. If you wait for everything to be in place before you move, you will spend your entire life standing still. Success does not happen by accident. It is a product of time well spent. The people who make a difference in this world are those who understand the value of time. They know that every day is a chance to grow, to learn, to improve, and to build something that will outlive them. They do not waste their energy on things that do not align with their purpose. They do not spend hours scrolling through distractions, engaging in meaningless conversations, or chasing approval from people who do not matter. They focus. They discipline themselves. They invest their time in things that produce results. You were not created to simply exist, to wake up, go to work, come home, watch television, and repeat the cycle until you die. That is not life. That is survival. And you were designed for more than just surviving. You were created to thrive. You were placed on this earth with a purpose, a gift, and an assignment. But that purpose cannot be fulfilled if you do not take control of your time. The most successful people in the world do not have more time than you. They have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is how they use it. While some waste time on excuses, others use that same time to execute their vision. While some spend years talking about what they will do, others spend those years doing it. And in the end, the ones who took action will stand before the world with something to show for their time. It is filled with dreams that never became reality, books that were never written, businesses that were never started, and ideas that were never developed. Why? Because people thought they had more time. They thought they could delay their purpose. They thought they could wait until tomorrow. But tomorrow is never promised. There are people who are far less talented than you, but they are achieving more because they understand the urgency of time. They know that life is not guaranteed. They know that every second counts. And because they value time, they make decisions that move them forward, They wake up early. They plan their days. They eliminate distractions. They focus on what matters. If you want to change your life, start by changing how you use your time. Stop spending it on things that do not add value to your purpose. Stop giving it to people who drain you and places that do not build you. Your time is too precious to be wasted. You must guard it, protect it, and use it wisely. So my question to you today is simple. What are you doing with your time? Are you using it to build your future, to develop your potential, to fulfill your assignment? Or are you letting it slip through your fingers, wasted on things that will not matter in the end? Because whether you use it wisely or waste it carelessly, time will keep moving. And one day you will look back and realize that the life you lived was simply a reflection of how you spent your time. Your future is not waiting for you. It is created by what you do today. So stop delaying, stop making excuses, stop waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. Take control of your time. Use it with purpose, because the time you waste today is the life you will regret tomorrow. You were not born by accident. You were not created to simply exist, to take up space, or to be just another person in the crowd. You came into this world with something special inside of you, something the world needs. Something no one else can give, something that was placed in you before you even took your first breath. Every person is born with a gift, a unique ability, a solution to a problem in the world. Yet so many live and die without ever discovering what that gift is. They spend their lives trying to fit into a mold society created, chasing after things that were never meant for them, and ignoring the very thing that makes them valuable. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life that never fulfilled its purpose. Inside you, there is a treasure. There is an idea, a dream, a talent that is waiting to be uncovered. But here's the problem. Most people do not believe in what they carry. They look at others and admire their gifts, their success, their achievements, while doubting what they have within themselves. They think that greatness is for a select few, that only certain people are meant to succeed. But that is a lie. The difference between those who make an impact and those who do not is not that one was given more and the other was given less. It is that one believed in their gift and the other did not. Your gift is the key to your success. It is the thing that sets you apart, the thing that makes you valuable, the thing that will open doors for you. But if you never discover it, if you never believe in it, it will remain locked inside of you, unused and undeveloped. The graveyard is full of untapped potential. Books that were never written, songs that were never sung, businesses that were never started, ideas that never saw the light of day. Why? Because people doubted what was inside them. They allowed fear, insecurity, and the opinions of others to silence their gift. You cannot afford to let that happen to you. You cannot afford to go through life ignoring the very thing that makes you unique. The world is waiting for what you have. There are people who need what is inside you. There is a problem in the world that only you were designed to solve. But until you recognize your value, until you believe in your gift, you will live beneath your potential. The most dangerous thing you can do is compare yourself to others. Too many people measure their worth by looking at someone else's success. They think, if only I had their talent, their connections, their resources, then I could do something great. But you were never meant to be like them. You were meant to be you. What is inside of you is different and it is valuable. Your gift may not look like someone else's, but that does not make it any less important. A lion does not try to be an eagle. A tree does not try to be a river. Everything in nature thrives by being exactly what it was created to, and the same is true for you. The key to unlocking your potential is to stop doubting and start developing. Whatever you have inside of you, work on it. If you can write, write. If you can sing, sing. If you can build, build. If you can speak, speak. The more you use your gift, the more it will grow. Do not wait for someone to recognize your talent before you start using it. Do not wait for approval, validation, or the perfect opportunity. Start where you are with what you have. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack belief. They are waiting for someone to tell them they are good enough, smart enough, talented enough, but no one can believe in you for you. You must believe in yourself. You must have the confidence to step out in faith, even when no one else sees what you see. Your gift is your responsibility. No one else can develop it for you. No one else can make it successful for you. You must be the one to nurture it, to refine it, to use it until it becomes unstoppable. The world makes room for those who know their value. People follow those who are confident in their gift. Opportunities open for those who refuse to doubt what is inside them. So the question is, what will you do with your gift? Will you spend your life ignoring it, doubting it, or will you rise up and use it to make an impact? The choice is yours. But remember this, what is inside you was placed there for a reason. The world is waiting. Do not let your gift go to the grave with you. Believe in what you have. Believe in who you are. And most importantly, believe that you were born to make a difference. No one is going to give you permission to be great. No one is going to come and announce that it's your time. If you are waiting for the approval of others before you step into your destiny, you will wait forever. The world does not give people permission to rise. It is those who decide for themselves that they were born for more who break through the limits of life. Too many people live their lives waiting for someone to validate them, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the perfect conditions. But life does not wait. Time does not pause until you feel ready. The only person who can grant you the authority to pursue your dreams is you. You must decide that you are enough. You must decide that you have something valuable to offer. You must decide that you will not allow fear, doubt, or the opinions of others to hold you back. The greatest enemy of success is not a lack of talent. It is a lack of action. There are people who are less talented than you, less knowledgeable than you, but they are achieving more simply because they had the courage to start. They did not wait for everything to be perfect. They did not ask for permission to step into their calling. They simply moved forward with what they had, and the doors began to open. Too often, people let fear silence them. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what others will say. But let me ask you, who are you living for? Are you living to please people? Are you living to meet their expectations? Because if you are, you will never fully walk in your purpose. The moment you step out, the moment you decide to break free from the limitations that have held you back, there will be people who criticize, who doubt, who question. That is the nature of life. But you cannot let their opinions become your prison. There is a reason you were born. There is something inside of you that the world needs. But if you wait for the world to recognize it before you act, you will never fulfill your potential. No one told the greatest leaders of history that they were great before they started. No one gave them permission to change the world. They simply believed in what they carried, and because they believed, they acted. The truth is, people will only take you as seriously as you take yourself. If you do not believe in your own vision, why should anyone else? If you do not respect your own gift, why should anyone else? You set the standard for how the world treats you by how you see yourself. Those who know their value do not ask for permission to be great. They do not wait for validation. They walk with confidence, knowing that they have something to offer, something to contribute, something that cannot be ignored. And this is why so many people never fulfill their potential. They keep waiting for someone to say, now is your time. They keep looking for a sign, a confirmation, a moment where everything feels right. But the truth is, the moment you decide is the moment it becomes your time. The moment you take action is the moment things begin to shift. No one was born to be ordinary. You were not created to live a life of mediocrity, to simply go through the motions, to settle for whatever comes your way. You were designed for purpose, for impact, for significance. But if you do not claim that for yourself, it will never happen. Stop asking for permission to be who you were created to be. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you are good enough, smart enough, worthy enough. You are already enough. You already have everything you need to begin. The question is, will you step out in faith, or will you let another year pass by, another opportunity slip away, another dream die inside of you? History does not remember those who waited. It remembers those who acted, those who took risks, those who believed so deeply in their vision that they refused to stay silent, refused to stay in the background, refused to let fear win. You must make a choice today. Will you step into your calling, or will you continue to wait for permission that will never come? Will you believe in yourself, or will you let fear hold you back? The world is waiting. Your gift is waiting. But time will not wait. You must decide. You must move. You must step into your destiny before it is too late. Belief is the foundation of all achievement. Nothing in life begins without belief. Before any great invention was created, before any movement changed the world, before any success story was written, someone first believed it was possible. Belief is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is the driving force behind every breakthrough, every innovation, every transformation. But belief alone is not enough. It must be followed by action. Too many people have dreams, visions, and ideas locked inside them, but they never take action. They spend years talking about what they want to do, thinking about what they could do, planning for the perfect moment, but they never move. They are waiting for conditions to be right, for all the pieces to come together, for the road to be clear before they take the first step. But the road will never be fully clear. The conditions will never be perfect. Waiting does not produce success. Action does. Faith without works is dead. It is not enough to believe in your potential if you are not willing to act on it. You can have the greatest ideas in the world, but if you never take the first step, those ideas will remain trapped inside you. The difference between successful people and those who never achieve their dreams is not intelligence, not talent, not luck. It is action. Those who achieve understand that belief must lead to movement. They do not wait for confidence before they start. They start and confidence follows. Some people are stuck in fear. They are afraid to fail, afraid of what others will say, afraid they are not good enough. But fear is only powerful when you allow it to paralyze you. The moment you take action despite your fear, fear loses its grip on you. The greatest way to defeat fear is to do the very thing you are afraid of. If you wait for fear to disappear before you move, success is not given to those who wish for it. It is given to those who work for it. Action creates momentum. When you start moving toward your goal, even in small ways, opportunities begin to open, doors begin to unlock, people begin to take notice. But none of that happens until you step out and do something. Some people believe they need to have all the answers before they start. They think they need to have everything figured out before they take action, but life does not work that way. The path unfolds as you walk. The opportunities come as you move forward. The lessons are learned in the process. If you wait until you feel fully prepared, you will never begin. Look at the most successful people in the world, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders. None of them started with certainty. None of them knew exactly how everything would work out, but they took a step. They acted in faith. They moved forward even when they were unsure. And because they acted, they gained experience. Because they acted, they developed their skills. Because they acted, they grew into the people who could handle the success they were pursuing. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history happened because someone was willing to take action before they had all the answers. They stepped out in faith. And as they moved, things began to align. The right people came, the right resources showed up, the right opportunities presented themselves. But it all started with action. You cannot afford to waste time waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only time you have is now. If you do not act on your belief, it will eventually fade. Dreams that are not pursued die inside you. And the tragedy is not just that you miss out. The world misses out on what you were meant to contribute. Your belief in yourself, in your vision, in your purpose must be followed by action. Do not let another day pass without doing something that moves you closer to your destiny. Take the first step, no matter how small. Start where you are with what you have. Because once you move, doors will open, opportunities will arise, and your destiny will begin to unfold. The future belongs to those who act. Believe, take action, and step into the life you were meant to live. You do not become great by accident. You do not wake up one day and suddenly find yourself successful, accomplished, and living the life you were meant to live. Growth is intentional. Success is deliberate. Every great leader, every influential thinker, every person who has ever left a lasting impact understood one thing. Growth is a daily commitment. You must make a conscious decision to develop yourself, to sharpen your skills, to expand your mind, and to become better than you were yesterday. Too many people live life on autopilot. They wake up, go through their daily routine, and repeat the same cycle without ever challenging themselves to grow. They settle for where they are, believing that life will somehow improve on its own. But life does not reward stagnation. The moment you stop growing, you start declining. If you are not moving forward, you are moving backward. There is no such thing as standing still in life. Personal development is the key to unlocking your full potential. It is not enough to have a gift, you must refine it. It is not enough to have a dream, you must develop the discipline to pursue it. Natural talent will only take you so far. It is the work you put in, the habits you build, and the knowledge you acquire that will determine how far you go. Growth requires discomfort. You cannot improve if you are not willing to stretch beyond what is familiar. Too many people want success, but they do not want the process that leads to success. They want the rewards without the effort, the results without the sacrifice. But nothing great is ever achieved in comfort. Every breakthrough, every achievement, every step forward requires you to push beyond your limits, to do things you have never done before, to challenge the fears and doubts that try to keep you small. Discipline is the foundation of growth. If you are not consistent in your habits, you will never see progress. You cannot expect to become wise if you do not read. You cannot expect to be strong if you do not train. You cannot expect to succeed if you do not prepare. Growth is the result of what you do daily. Your future is being shaped by your habits today. If you want to know where you will be in 5 years, look at what you are doing right now. Your daily routine is a prophecy of your future. Successful people do not wait for inspiration to act. They act, and inspiration follows. They do not wait for motivation to start. They start. And motivation grows. The difference between those who achieve and those who do not is not in what they desire, but in what they do consistently. You must invest in yourself. Read books that challenge your thinking. Surround yourself with people who stretch your vision. Learn new skills that push you forward. Do not waste time on things that do not build you. Every moment spent on distractions is a moment taken away from your purpose. If you want to change your life, change what you focus on. Where your focus goes, your life will follow. The greatest people in history were not born extraordinary. They became extraordinary through commitment to growth. They failed, but they learned. They faced setbacks, but they persevered. They started with little, but they maximized what they had. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is their willingness to keep growing, to keep learning, to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles stand in their way. You have everything you need to succeed, but you must cultivate it. You must train your mind, discipline your actions, and commit to continuous improvement. Do not settle for who you are today when you have the potential to be so much more. Every day is an opportunity to grow. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise. Every moment is an opportunity to become the person you were created to be. The choice is yours. Will you grow or will you remain the same? Will you stretch yourself or will you settle? Your future depends on what you do today. Invest in yourself, discipline yourself, commit to your growth, and success will follow. Life is not a rehearsal. You do not get a second chance to live the years you have wasted, the opportunities you ignored, or the moments you allowed to slip by. Time is the most precious gift you have, and once it is gone, you can never get it back. The greatest tragedy is not death. It is a life that was never truly lived. A life spent wondering, doubting, hesitating, and never fulfilling the purpose for which it was created. You were not born to simply exist. You were not placed on this earth just to work, pay bills, and die. There is something greater inside of you, something meant to make a difference, something designed to leave an impact. But too many people live as though they have unlimited time, as if they can delay their purpose, postpone their dreams, and still expect to reach their destiny. Time waits for no one. If you do not use the time you have now, one day you will wake up and realize that you have nothing left to use. The most successful people in life understand that time is their most valuable resource. They do not waste it on things that do not add value to their lives. They do not spend hours dwelling on the past or waiting for the perfect moment. They act now. They move forward with what they have. They do not allow fear, distractions, or the opinions of others to steal their time because they know that once time is lost, it can never be recovered. Wasting time is the greatest form of self-sabotage. Every hour you spend doubting yourself, every day you spend procrastinating, every year you spend making excuses is time you will never get back. You must be intentional about your time because your destiny depends on it. If you do not take control of your time, life will control it for you. Other people will control it for you. Distractions will control it for you. But when you realize that time is your most valuable currency, you will stop spending it on things that do not build your future. You must learn to say no to distractions. Not everything that demands your attention deserves it. There will always be things trying to pull you away from your purpose, endless entertainment, negative people, meaningless activities that add no value to your life. But successful people do not waste time on what does not serve their destiny. They are focused, they are disciplined, they are committed to making every moment count. What are you doing with the time you have? How much of it are you using to build your dream? How much of it are you investing in your personal growth? How much of it are you dedicating to developing your gift? The reality is you do not lack time. You lack focus. There are people who accomplish great things with the same 24 hours you have. The difference is how they use their time. Do not let distractions steal your future. Do not let procrastination rob you of your destiny. Do not allow fear to convince you that you have more time than you do. If you want to achieve something great, you must start now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. The longer you delay, the more excuses you will create. The longer you postpone, the more likely you are to let your dreams slip away. One day your time will run out. And when that day comes, you will either look back with gratitude or regret. You will either be proud that you used your time wisely or wish that you had done more. The choice is yours. Will you waste your life or will you use every moment to fulfill your purpose? You must live with urgency. You must wake up every day with a sense of purpose, knowing that you do not have forever to do what you were created to do. You must make decisions that align with your destiny. You must cut off anything that is wasting your time. Because time is life. And if you waste your time, you waste your life. Do not let another day pass without moving toward your dreams. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Create the moment. Do not waste your life. Believe in yourself, take action, and make every second count. Your life is a gift, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a difference, to leave a mark, to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. You were not born to live in doubt, fear, or hesitation. You were not meant to waste your potential, waiting for the perfect moment that will never come. The time to believe in yourself is now. The time to take action is now. The time to rise above fear, distractions, and limitations is now. No one else can live your life for you. No one else can chase your dreams, develop your gifts, or build your future. That responsibility belongs to you. If you want to succeed, you must take control of your time, invest in your growth, and refuse to let life pass you by. Greatness is not reserved for a chosen few. It is available to anyone who is willing to commit, to believe, and to act. You have everything you need inside of you. You have the ability, the vision, and the potential to achieve more than you ever imagined. But potential means nothing without action. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let doubt paralyze you. Do not let another day slip away without moving toward your destiny. Make the decision today that you will not waste your life. Believe in yourself, take the first step, and trust that as you move forward, the path will unfold. Your future is waiting. Your purpose is calling. Go after it with everything you have. Good luck on your journey, and may you live a life of purpose, impact, and fulfillment. Thank you.